What's up, guys? Welcome back once again. So, guys, today we are going to explain one of the most awaited web series called The Peaky Blinders. Well, guys, before we start the story, I'll enlighten you with the past of the Peaky Blinders, which will help you understand this web series. So, guys, in this show, we are shown a story of England which is before World War I. This show takes us back to the 19th century, and in those days, what was England like is been shown to us. Now, let's talk about the name of this show. The Peaky Blinders. What is the meaning of this name? Well, let me tell you that there used to be a gang years ago in England, and this story is based on the same gang. The people in this gang call themselves Peaky, cause their caps have peaky blades, which help them fight against their enemies. So they could attack their enemies on the eyes and make them blind. Plus, blinder is a Birmingham slang for a striking gentleman. Hence the name Peaky Blinders. Well, guys, this story is based in 1919, in Birmingham, which is located in England. And now let's start with the first episode of this show. So, guys, I'll introduce you to the characters first. In this web series, there are 5 main characters, starting with Thomas Shelby, who is the leader of the Shelby family, and the Peaky Blinders, followed by Arthur Shelby and the third brother, Johnny Shelby. They have an aunt whose name is Aunt Polly. The 5th person in the gang is Freddie Thorne. This gang used to do mad shit during their time. Guys, we are going to refer to Thomas Shelby as Tommy. Episode 1 starts by showing Tommy riding a horse in the streets of Birmingham, and we can see clearly how feared he is by the locals. The moment they see him, chaos ensues and everyone runs into their houses. Tommy announces that on Monday, this horse is participating in a race held at the Captain City. So bet on this horse, and you'll win the bet. After this, he heads home where we are shown that gambling plays an important role in helping this gang function. Following this, an angry Arthur confronts Tommy, saying that he should have not fixed the horse race as this would weaken their relations with other gangs and that they will have to bear huge losses. Arthur says that they will conduct a family council tonight and discuss the same. After this, the scene changes and we are shown an officer traveling in a train who is holding a file that says Prime Suspects, which contains details about Tommy, Arthur, and Freddie. This officer is here to catch them. Does he succeed or fail? Only time will tell. In the next scene, we see Freddie telling the factory workers to leave their job and go on a strike. This is because they were not getting paid handsomely. Let me tell you that Freddie gives an impressive lecture, which is why he was popular among the people, especially among the laborers. Then Tommy enters a bar, where he is offered wine by the publican. When we see Tommy and Freddie meet, we get to know that though they are in the same gang, they don't talk to each other quite often. Freddie informs Tommy that one of his friends works in the telegram office and told him that for many days the president of London is sending telegrams to the police in charge of Birmingham, which has details related to some sort of robbery. And the names Tommy and Freddie are on the list of suspects. The conversation is cut short when a man storms into the bar and starts causing havoc and starts screaming, "They will kill me! They will kill me!" Then Tommy and Freddie pin him down. Tommy speaks to him and calms him down and says that, "We are back from the war. No one's gonna kill you." After hearing this, the man calms down and the scene shifts to the family council. So here Arthur talks to Tommy about the fixing of the horse race, to which Tommy responds by telling, "Fine, I'll take back the money which I had given for the race fixing." Following this, Arthur informs everyone that an officer is coming to Birmingham and has appointed an Irish protester to work for him because they are going to do some special job here. We see Tommy's sister, Ada. Ada asks Tommy why the officer is coming to Birmingham, to which Tommy replies that maybe he is coming to clean up the city, maybe he is coming to stop the political riots taking place. After hearing this, Aunt Polly asks, "Will he not let us do anything?" To which Tommy replies with silence. The scene changes to a church where we see Tommy and Aunt Polly, where Aunt Polly tells Tommy that if he is hiding anything, he better tell it to her himself, or she will find it out with the help of her men. To which Tommy responds by saying that he had got an order a few days ago to steal 4 motorcycles, and when he sent his men to execute the same. Due to intoxication, instead of picking the motorcycle truck, they picked a different truck that contained guns and fire rounds. All these weapons were going to go to Libya. After hearing this, Aunt Polly says that this is the same reason why the officer is coming here. This is the same reason why the officer is behind you. If you sell the guns, he will get to know and you will get the death penalty. And before that happens, you should throw those weapons in a river. After this, we see that it's already night. We see that Freddie and Ada are in love with each other, but have not yet informed their family about the same. Following this, we see a new girl at the bar applying for a waitress job. On the other hand, we also see that there is chaos in the police station. The new officer, who is the senior, says that they have to arrest Arthur no matter what. Actually, guys, these people think that Arthur is running the Peaky Blinders gang and that he's the leader. What they don't know is that Tommy is the real leader of the Peaky fucking Blinders. And now, all the policemen are finding Arthur. Then we see that Arthur is at the theater with some girls when the policemen come and grab him from behind and beat him up. They ask him if he knows anything about the robbery, but Arthur replies by saying, "Which robbery? I don't know anything about it." The officer says, "If you help us find the person behind all this, I will set you free." The scene changes to Tommy visiting the bar where the new waitress is working. Tommy takes a bottle of rum from her, and then she starts to stare at Tommy. Tommy tells her that she is in the wrong place, as everyone over here looks at the waitress the wrong way. Following this, we see that Arthur is home and is severely injured. Now, Tommy gives him the bottle of rum and asks what happened, to which Arthur replies that the officer was asking him about a robbery. Tommy asks if he told them anything, to which Arthur declines. After this, we see the beautiful girl again, whose name is Grace. She is singing when Tommy enters the bar. She stops singing when she sees her. Maybe she's scared of Tommy. Next, we see Freddie and Ada making love, and both of them have an amazing time. And here, Tommy is seen sleeping. He dreams about his past, which causes him to wake up. Now, what dreams are these? I'll tell you in a bit. But for now, Tommy reaches a yard from where the truck full of weapons was going to be dumped into the river. Tommy tells the other guy that he has changed his mind. Instead of dumping the weapons, Tommy is going to sell them. He hands the boat's keys to his fellow and says a very famous dialogue. "You have to remove this from here by the order of the Peaky Blinders." Wow, the way he says it is just amazing. Well, after this scene, we again see the same mental guy who had caused chaos in the bar and who was shouting that they will kill us. His name is Danny. Danny, Tommy, and his brothers of them had gone to France to take part in the war. And when they returned home after the war, since then, Danny's mental health suffers. Danny speaks about the same war again and again. And over here, because of the same reason, Danny ends up killing a person. The brothers of the person who got killed see Danny while he tries to flee. And they tell Tommy about the same. Now Tommy has to kill Danny even though he isn't willing to do so. The reason being that Danny killed an innocent person. He takes Danny to the riverside and holds a gun to his head and says that they have to get rid of his body. The very next second, Tommy pulls the trigger. Danny lands right into the boat and is dead. After this, the scene changes to a museum where we see the inspector and Grace together. Here we see a twist in the plot as Grace is an undercover agent, and she is working at the bar to help the inspector in whatever he is up to so that they could learn more about the Peaky Blinders gang. She tells the inspector she thinks that Arthur is not the one leading the Peaky Blinders, but Tommy is the one who does so. Next, we see that Arthur comes to Tommy and is in anger. Arthur shouts at Tommy, saying that Tommy lost the money which he had placed on the horse race and that many people had put money in their bookie. Now here, let me tell you that the bookie people had invested in was no one else's but Peaky Blinders. Due to this, Peaky Blinders had to bear a lot of loss. Following this, we get to see another twist in the story. The guy who Tommy had shot dead, the guy named Danny, is still alive. This means that the bullet Tommy used was fake. He did all this just to show the deceased person's brothers that the killer of their brother has been killed when in fact, nothing as such happened. Here we get to know that Thomas Shelby never kills his people. After this, we see Aunt Polly asking Thomas Shelby whether or not he dumped the weapons into the river, to which Tommy lies, saying that he dumped all the weapons into the river. Guys, this marks the end of the first episode of the Peaky Blinders. Please like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for episode 2.